Welcome along to Analista de la Liga with me, Terry Gibson. Doing a Clasico Countdown, Sunday afternoon, 4:15 kick-off in Madrid, so 3:15 in the UK, live on Premier Sports, and thankfully blessed that I'm going to be going out to Madrid to commentate on the Clasico for the world feed, English-speaking world feed. So, as I say, it's a real privilege. Can't wait. I'm excited and always excited when I'm involved in a Clasico. And the first one of this season. So, with new manager, of course, for Real Madrid, so a different dynamic to what we've had last season with Carlo Ancelotti as boss. On this one, I'm going to be focusing on Real Madrid and going to be giving you the latest regarding team news. It's all good news coming from the Bernabeu. Number of players coming back from injury. We had Ferland Mendy on the bench, didn't get on against Juventus in the 1-0 victory for Real Madrid, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is back, Dani Carvajal is back, Dean Howson is back as well, and Dani Ceballos. So apart from Antonio Rudiger, everybody's fit and healthy for Real Madrid. A little bit of a selection dilemma for Xabi Alonso. What I mean by that is that who's going to play right back? Will it be Fede Valverde? Will Xabi Alonso risk one of the two returning injured right backs, which means Valverde goes back into midfield? That's my guess. I'm going to go with Dani Carvajal. He's been out for 4 weeks, Trent Alexander-Arnold for 6. And I think the 2 weeks difference is just about okay for Dani Carvajal. We know his mentality, we know he's a warrior, and that we know that he will be up for coming straight back into a Clasico. It's not ideal, but it's something that Dani Carvajal will relish. And I think Xabi Alonso will take the risk, because I think if the fact that they're both fit now, if something was to go wrong with either of these two on their return back from injury and there's a setback, then Xabi Alonso is has the knowledge that the other one is fit and healthy and available now. So I think Fede Valverde will be delighted that he's not going to be asked to play right back. If Valverde goes into midfield, then it means Arda Güler probably pushes it forward into one of the three attacking players on the right. So I think it does really change the dynamic that they do have a right back fit and healthy. Fede Valverde's okay there, but he's a world-class midfield player. And you put him alongside Tchouaméni and Bellingham in midfield, put Arda Güler on the right flank, and Mbappe and Vinicius on the left. Dean Howson coming back into centre-back as well, so you could have Carvajal, Howson, Militao, Carreras, and of course Courtois in goal. So it's fantastic news for Real Madrid. Be looking at Barcelona and wanting to get the updates on their injured players, who's returning, who's not, who's ruled out. But this is great news for Real Madrid. So it's a good start for Real Madrid this season. I mean, it's only just the one defeat in La Liga. They've won every other game. That was against Atletico Madrid, of course. So 1 or 2 questions still being asked about how Real Madrid will fare when they play the stronger teams. They did play Juventus and won 1-0. They've won all 3 in the Champions League. It's not an issue, but it's something that they need to focus on. The fact that Mbappe is pretty much the only goal scorer. So I think Bellingham coming back into the team does lend itself to another goal-scoring, productive midfield player that can add to the goals that Mbappe is scoring, that Vinicius gets. But when you look at the goals this year, he's got over 50%. They've got 28 goals in both competitions. He's got 15 of them, 15 in 12. I think we can safely say now he's a centre-forward, and he don't mind playing there. He's got 10 of the 20 La Liga goals. So they need other players to chip in. But this system, Xabi Alonso will play at the weekend. Tchouaméni dropping deeper, Bellingham playing, if Valverde plays as well, and then Arda Güler has to play because his connection with Mbappe has been absolutely sensational this season. His all-round game has been sensational, but that link up with Mbappe, where he's assisted a number of goals for Kylian Mbappe, is going to be crucial for Real Madrid. So, for their perspective, they'll be looking to put right the horror show last year that they had against Barcelona, losing all 4 games. It was 16-7 on aggregate. But as the season progressed, the last 2 games, a 3-2 win in the Copa del Rey final for Barcelona after extra time. Then there was a dramatic 4-3 victory for Barcelona that wrapped up the league title. And Mbappe found their way through to his troubles from the first game, the first Clasico. I mean, that was a horror show. 4-0 at the Bernabeu for Barcelona. There was all that drama about Mbappe. Could he play up front? He got caught offside 8 times in that game. By the time the 4 games finished, Mbappe scored 5 goals. He scored in the Copa del Rey final. He scored in the Super Cup, and he got a hat-trick in the last league game. So Barcelona beware. Mbappe is in form. He's confident. Brilliant footballer. It's going to be interesting to see how it works out. Can't wait. 3 days, or just a few days left now. Bring it on. Clasico, first one of the season.